What is up, homies? Welcome back to another movie reaction from Heroes Reforged. Tonight, we're reacting to the very first Ant-Man movie in anticipation to the release of Ant-Man and the Wasp: Quantumania. Before you ask, yes, we are going to watch Ant-Man and the Wasp before we watch Quantumania. That is a given. If you're watching this on YouTube, jump over to Patreon, patreon.com/heroesreforged. We're going to have the uncut reactions for Ant-Man, Ant-Man and the Wasp, and potentially, when it comes out, Ant-Man and the Wasp: Quantumania.
Oh, when it comes out on Disney Plus?
On Disney Plus? On Disney Plus?
On Disney Plus.
That's right.
Disney Plus.
We feel like it's a really fun opportunity to revisit some of these movies. To be totally honest with you guys, I don't think I've rewatched the first Ant-Man movie probably since we did that long watch along leading up to Civil War.
Doesn't surprise me.
I think you're right. Yeah.
Sorry, baby. Well, there's a lot of
Hector
movies that exist in the world, bro.
Hector rewatches the entire MCU once a month, so that's what Hector does.
I do prefer to watch them like sort of uninterrupted and in 3D, and we've got 3D Blu-rays, and that's kind of how I like to do it. But I have rewatched these movies probably more than most people on the planet. I'm not one to just kind of throw on and watch a couple scenes and then walk. Like, I would want to watch the whole thing. So, but I'm so excited to watch this and Ant-Man and the Wasp with you guys because I feel like they're underrated. They don't get talked about enough, and I think that they are a challenger for the funniest and kind of best comedy in the MCU. And it's dicey because people go Guardians of the Galaxy, and I'm like, those are great and they're very, very funny, but there's some jokes that don't hold up as well. Thor Ragnarok, hysterical, and there's some really funny moments in Thor: Love and Thunder. But Ant-Man, from its inception, from the concept, from the cast, I think Paul Rudd is like brilliant in these movies. I think they're so funny. So I don't want to keep hyping them up. We've seen it, but I'm excited. I'm excited. Like this has gotten me even more excited to go through these movies with you guys before Quantumania comes out. So I am ready for it.
Augustine, you were not even looking forward to Ant-Man, right?
Initially, no. Remember, I think the first reaction we did way back in the day, I was like, this is gonna be Marvel's first flop. You can count me here. You know, hear me first. I was the first one to say it, and then they got me. I should have never ever discounted Paul Rudd ever in my entire life, and I learned my lesson because that man is incredibly sexy and incredibly funny.
Brian Fantana.
How could I doubt Brian Fantana? Enough jabber, y'all. Let's go.
Here we go. In 3,
Baskin Robbins,
2, 1, go.
And now you try to steal my research?
If only you'd protected Janet with such.
Oh yeah, that's why he beats this guy.
Howard closes his eyes.
Ooh. You deserve that. You deserve that.
The PIM particle is a miracle, please. Don't let your past determine the future.
As long as I am alive, nobody will ever get that formula.
Yeah, the de-aging looks great still.
It's funny because
yeah, go ahead.
It was one of the first ones. I think you're right, Adam.
It was one of the first ones.
I've known Hank Pym for a long time. He's no security risk, unless we make him one.
I just love, like, Hank and Peggy Carter and Howard Stark were all there and they knew each other.
Coming on the left side, right? Just out here. You see this right now?
That was good. That was good.
Sneaky peeky.
I miss you, Scott.
I miss you too, Peachy.
What do you think? Peachy, still going away present.
Oh, yeah, I still got my scar from a year ago.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. And my dad got deported.
Oh, my God. Oh, my God.
But I got the van.
Oh, my God. Oh, my God.
I really just appreciate the opportunity to
Well, you're fired, of course. I mean, can't really keep you
this
on.
is
Wait, what?
This is funny,
Fired?
but I like how this movie's trying to bring up, like, it is hard for ex-cons to get work, and that shouldn't be the case. Like,
He hacks into the security system and transfers millions back to the people that they stole it from.
it's awesome.
And he drove dude's Bentley into his swimming pool.
Oh, my God.
Dude, it's a perfect Scott Lang mark.
I don't care. I'm out.
Would you do it? I probably wouldn't either.
He has to hit rock bottom first.
Yeah. True. He's still very hopeful coming out of jail.
I was gonna say earlier with the de-aged Hank Pym. I know he's supposed to be in his like 30s or something.
Yeah.
Or 40s, but he still walks like old man Michael Douglas. Like de-aged actors, they still walk old.
Yeah.
Yep.
And they still sound like they're 70s.
Hope, would it kill you to call me Dad?
See, Scott hasn't met Hope yet, but he's still hopeful.
How's your face? Oh, I forgot he said that back to him.
After you.
Sick burn from a punch in 1989, Hank. In
Pretty sick. burn, yeah.
2015, you tell a guy how's your face.
A soldier the size of an insect. The ultimate secret weapon.
It's great.
An ant-man. That's what they called you. Right, Hank?
That's great. Little window.
Yeah.
I thought, could it be possible to shrink a person? Could that be done? It's not a legend anymore.
Corey Stoll is a great actor.
Distinguished guest.
Yeah. He was great
He's
on
awesome
The Strain.
And House of Cards, yeah.
The Yellowjacket.
I never saw either of those things. This is the only thing I've seen this actor in.
It's time to return to a simpler age. One where the powers of freedom can once again operate openly to protect their interests.
It feels like very much like Iron Man.
Yeah, that's what I was just thinking, yeah.
An army of Yellowjackets will
Oh, damn, I forgot that he was trying to do a whole army of them.
Yeah.
Jesus.
The world. The Yellowjacket.
Miniature organism designed only for killing, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
MODOK.
You don't do this.
You sell to me first. 20% of your asking price. I can have the cash here in 2 weeks.
Deal.
That was a loud
20%?
conversation.
I have in front of, yeah.
Yeah.
I think I found a guy.
Who?
Oh, man. This actress is so great.
So adorable.
You know, right now, if I wanted to, I could arrest you.
It's good to see you too, Paxton.
Mommy's so happy you're here. She choked on her drink.
I tell you this as a friend and as the first love of my life. Your fiance is an asshat.
He's not an asshat.
Hey, watch your language, okay?
Oh, what
give me one-
language?
give me a
I said
minute.
hat.
Stupid.
They said hat.
I had a job and
It's tough. I can see
think about it, and I love her so much.
Judy Greer's character's perspective, because Scott just showed up unannounced, which is kind of not cool.
Get an apartment.
Uninvited and
Get a job.
unannounced.
Right,
Pay
right.
child support. And then we will talk about visitation. I promise.
But she's being very reasonable. But the thing that's unreasonable is like he hasn't paid child support. He did just get out of prison. Like he was in
Yeah, I was
prison.
gonna say, like, could he?
Do people in prison, are they expected to pay child support?
I don't think
How
so.
do they? How
I
does
don't
that
think
work?
so.
Unfortunately, I don't have the experience to answer that question.
I know.
Yeah.
But there are laws. What laws? Of man? The laws of nature transcend the laws.
Psychopath. That's horrifying.
Totally forgot about that. Oh my god.
Really?
Oh my god.
That's what I remember most from this movie, that he turned a dude into like a little...
I chose my mentor poorly. You didn't even have a choice.
It's gonna be so funny that he's MODOK. It's so funny.
you deserve everything coming your way.
Uh-oh. Sounds like a threat.
Tell me about that tip.
What?
What?
I want to know about that tip.
Oh, baby time! It's so on right now.
Yes.
Carlos and Ernesto are on the same softball team. And they get to talking, right? And here comes the good part. Carlos says, yo, man, this guy's got a big-ass safe. Just chilling.
Just chilling.
Oh my god.
All she said is that it's like super legit, and whatever's in it, it's gotta be good.
Music cut out.
What?
He's an old man, he's got a safe, and he's gone for a week. Let's just work with that.
You know what I'm saying?
You know what I'm saying?
Oh my god, I love
That's so
him.
good.
God,
That's
More
so
Mexicans in the MCU, please. More Mexicans in
All
the
of them,
MCU.
please.
Yeah.
Hey, if the job goes bad, you know I got your back, right?
Don't worry. It's not gonna happen.
I honestly don't remember a lot of this stuff. I have no clue how it ends up.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh man, I remember this.
Fun. It's
I
fun.
think he gets the suit and then that's how he escapes, but
Oh, you're about to see, baby.
I want to jump a fence like that. It's fun.
Hector, what
You're
the
in your
fuck?
mid-30s now, bud.
I know.
And you ain't
It'd be
Paul
like,
Rudd.
I do it, and I get up to the top, and I go,
And then you
he's trying to
fall and break
parkour.
your hip.
oh shit. Yeah, I would fall and break my hip.
Alarm is dead.
He's pretty good.
20 minutes, is that what he gave himself?
Yep.
Kang is Kang is going to use him to do some of this stuff, I bet. Right?
Here's the thing that always bugged me about the shrinking technology. Darren Cross just said it makes things more strong and more dense.
Fingerprint.
So shouldn't it be heavy as hell? Oh, yeah,
the fingerprint.
Right. Yeah,
the fingerprint nabber. Yeah.
Remember, he's got 20 minutes, so he's just like
he's
moving and grooving.
He's good.
Little trick or
I got your
treat.
fingies.
Look at that.
Does that really work? We should try that.
No.
I think it does. No, I think it
No,
does.
that does not work. No. There's no way in hell that'll work.
Made from the same steel as the Titanic.
Wow. Can you crack it?
Well, here's the thing. It doesn't do so well in the cold. Remember what that iceberg did?
Yeah, man, it killed DiCaprio.
Yeah.
Killed everybody.
Not kill the old lady. She still threw the jewel into the oceans.
So Leonardo DiCaprio is an actor in the MCU. He can't ever be in one of these movies.
Nope.
That's what you think.
Great score by Christoph Beck. I believe this was his first MCU project. He went on to score Ant-Man and the Wasp, as well as WandaVision, and I think something else. I'm going to check. He's a fantastic film composer.
Oh, yeah.
This feels like you actually are watching it for the first time,
I
Adam.
know. It's been so long.
Yeah, that was a long time ago.
Yeah, Christoph Beck, composer, also did Hawkeye, which has some
Hawkeye.
similar heisty vibes, you know.
It's an old motorcycle suit.
There's no cash, no jewelry, nothing?
Oops.
No,
Take the suit.
it's a bust.
Take the suit.
Oh, no. Oh, no.
I mean,
yeah.
We should have been horrified that he did this to a human, but I don't like it. It was sad. Because it went, like it hurt.
Sanitize the workstation, bring in subject 35C.
I wonder if that scene also was supposed to take place before he does it to the businessman, but they probably tested it with audiences, and they're like, audiences don't care about a full-grown businessman. We have to kill the lamb second.
Yeah.
So this is supposed to be the next day because they robbed him at night?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. This is the next day. So one thing I will say is that a lot of the superheroes that we've seen, their suits change from movie to movie. I can't think of any design things because of Ant-Man's suit and the way it's designed. I can't tell if it changes, if it ever has changed.
The helmet has definitely changed.
I can't tell. Like it's looked the same from this movie on to me, but I don't know. Like I can't sit there and like point out things. I feel like this suit is probably at least the body part is probably the most generically designed one, which means it doesn't stand out to me like the other suits do.
I guess it is kind of like hard to notice it.
Yeah.
It's so cool.
This is also my favorite sequence in the movie in 3D. It is so much fun.
This is why I love that this movie is in a taller format than widescreen.
Yeah.
It's a trial by fire, Scott. Or in this case, water.
Yeah, this is all done really, really well.
Yeah, these VFX are incredible.
He's so small.
Barney, I forgot. Yeah, this is awesome. Showing off like just the vinyl record. Oh god.
Yeah. Like he's so small that he's holding on to the grooves of a vinyl record. It's really cool.
Jeez.
And there's the first Ant-Man.
Yep. What the hell? The legendary Garrett Morris, original cast member of Saturday Night Live.
Your lawyer.
This actor's in Creed.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure, yeah.
You I'd be in touch.
Yeah, he plays the trainer at the boxing gym.
Why do you think I let you steal that suit in the first place?
What?
Here's a bunch of money. You have to tell your boyfriend something.
Second chances don't come around all that much. I suggest you take a real close look at it.
I don't know. How do you guys feel about the fact that Scott Lang and his crew did not actually, like, there's no sort of destiny happening. It's all Hank Pym because he's the smartest. Like, does that work?
I think it's great.
Hang on, Scott.
I came a little late.
I need a snooze button. 5 minutes.
Oh God.
Dang, 247 saved his life. Or maybe it's 248.
You don't bite me. I don't step on you. Deal?
Bullet ants don't bite, they sting, Scott. So get it together.
This security system is one of the most advanced in the business. It was supposed to be unbeatable, but you beat it.
Okay.
Would you like some sugar?
Thanks.
Yeah, see, these rewatches are so helpful because I did forget some of these details.
40 years ago, I created a formula that altered atomic relative distance.
Huh?
And Michael Douglas is so perfect for this role. He really needed someone of his caliber.
Yeah.
He pulls it off great.
One isn't protected by a specialized helmet. It can affect the brain's chemistry.
There it is.
What do you want me to do? I want you to break into a place and steal some shit.
Right.
Such a good line.
You gonna be home for dinner tonight?
It is.
Yeah, text me.
Okay. Good news?
I don't know. It's news.
Are you trying to find my daddy?
Aww.
Hope you don't catch him.
Bitch.
Oh my God. She's so good.
She's such a good little actor.
I like Catherine Newton. Catherine Newton's great. If you guys haven't seen Freaky, watch it. She's great.
Yeah.
But I'm going to miss this actress.
And I thought the actress in Endgame did a fantastic job as well. Honestly,
Yeah.
shout out to her. And when it was announced that she was recast, I was also like, what?
Why?
That's such a bummer. I know.
Yeah.
Pendejo. This guy's a meanie.
I spent half my life trying to keep this technology out of the hands of a Stark. I'm sure as hell not going to hand deliver it to one now.
Great justification.
Some cute technology like the Iron Man.
Some cute technology.
Besides, they're probably too busy dropping cities out of the sky.
Sokovia.
That's right, because this came out right after Ultron.
A few months.
I'm wearing the suit.
Absolutely not.
I know this mission better than anybody
We need
here.
you close to Cross, otherwise this mission cannot work.
We don't have time to screw
I
around.
mean, he's right.
I'm your daughter.
No!
And there's a great debate of like, does Hank Pym? I understand and I buy his like motivation. He doesn't want to lose his daughter because he lost his wife.
Why don't you wear the suit?
It took a toll on me. You're our only option.
I wonder if the same thing will happen to Scott.
Scott,
That's how he.
need you to be the Ant-Man.
That's how he responds to Captain America giving a speech.
Yeah.
In the right hands,
I think in the trailer too, he leans in and he goes, "Is it too late to change the name?" Doesn't he say that in the trailer?
Yeah, I think you're right.
Above all, you need to be fast. You should be able to shrink.
She's so irritated. She wants to kick his ass so bad.
Now dive through the keyhole, Scott.
Oh God.
Charge big.
I love that helmet like closes like that.
It's great.
Yeah.
I was in prison for 3 years. I know how to punch.
There you go.
Terrible.
You want to show me how to punch? Show me.
That's how you punch.
She's been looking forward to this.
Also earlier, remember when
By difficult time, he means when my mother died.
We lost her in a plane crash.
It's bad enough you won't tell me how she
There you
died.
go.
Could you please stop telling me that lie?
Luis earlier said too, he was the only one to knock out Peachy. So
Yeah.
Luis can throw a mean right hook. That's
Yeah,
gonna come into play.
definitely.
You know, I think this regulator is holding me
Do
back.
not screw with the regulator.
Oh yeah.
You would go subatomic.
What does that mean?
It means that you would enter a quantum realm. It means that you would enter a reality where all concepts of time and space become irrelevant.
That's why Kang's there, dude. Awesome.
Paratrechina longicornis, commonly known as crazy ants. They're lightning fast and can conduct electricity, which makes them useful to fry out electronics.
Love Ant-Man, but I wish they would have kept more of this ant small stuff that he does.
Sure.
Because I feel like now he's either regular size or big.
Yeah.
They don't do a lot of ant stuff anymore.
That was a lot scarier.
Yeah, and I think the other thing, I'm also a little foggy on Ant-Man and the Wasp, so maybe it's in there a lot more.
Yeah,
but
let's rewatch it.
this movie being shot in a taller format, you like really feel immersed into this like small, like when he shrinks, you really feel like the world is big around him.
The tube is protected by a laser grid, and we can only power that down for 15
Oh,
seconds.
jeez.
You're gonna need to signal the crazy ants to blow the servers, retrieve the suit, connect to the vault.
Let's do a heist.
ideal for ground and air transport.
Wait a minute, I know this guy.
I know this guy.
I'm gonna call him Anthony.
Anthony.
Tell them to put the sugar in the teacup.
Oh, you okay? Did I hurt
Oh shit! Whoops.
Ooh, Paul Rudd, sexy.
Hey.
Known for their bite, the fire ants have evolved into remarkable architects. They are handy to get you in and out.
Yeah, this is so cool.
I think the first film might be a better overall movie, but I think I like the second one more because the Wasp is awesome in it. She's full Wasp.
I was not a big fan of the second movie, but we'll see if that opinion changes when the second one, when we rewatch it.
You shut your cute little mouth, Adam. We'll get to it. Don't worry.
Yeah, I need a rewatch because I remember not liking it.
It's so funny.
You in the first place.
She could have just done it all on her own.
Hope. You must have hope.
We can't do this without her.
Oh, God.
You gotta lock your doors.
You know when my mother died? I didn't see him for 2 weeks.
He was in grief.
Yeah, so was I, and I was 7. And he never came back. Not in any way that counted. He just sent me off to boarding school.
Hank fucked up.
He'd rather lose this fight than lose you.
You know, I didn't know you had a daughter when I called the cops on you.
Is this supposed to make me feel better?
Yeah, I know.
Think about Cassie. About how badly you want to see her and use that to focus.
I buy it. It's really corny, but like, sure. It makes me want to put that thing on and control ants.
Think about what you want the ants to do.
I wish they would also include other bugs and stuff.
Sure.
Like bees and worms. Well, I don't know if worms are bugs.
But he wouldn't be able to control them, right? Nice.
Look at that house. Damn.
I know. In San Fran?
Yeah.
Probably worth $8 trillion.
Yeah, I was like, yeah, more expensive.
Convinced me to let her join me on my missions.
This is the scene. This has made me tear up. It's made me tear up the way Evangeline Lilly reacts to it, the way she acts with this.
And there's not a day that goes by that I don't regret.
She's already crying.
Because she knows what he's saying.
Separatists had hijacked a Soviet missile silo in Kursk and launched an ICBM at the United States.
Pop quiz. What does ICBM stand for?
I don't know.
Intercontinental Ballistic Missile. Boom.
Yep. The Wasp. There she is.
Yeah.
Michelle Pfeiffer.
I knew I had to shrink between the molecules to disarm the missile, but my regulator had sustained too much damage.
That's so
This
cool.
is so great. The music.
She didn't hesitate.
Heroic.
I didn't mean to lose you, too.
Oh.
This is awesome.
This is awesome.
I ruined the moment, didn't I?
Yes, you did, yes.
Yes.
I'm gonna make some tea.
I do remember the first time watching this movie in theaters when that part happened. I was like, why did they have to put this in there? But it's funnier on a rewatch.
Yeah. It's so funny.
This is a very well acted scene, both of them.
Yes.
Evangeline Lilly and Michael Douglas.
I just did a little bit of research, and according to Screen Rant, Ant-Man is so powerful that he can communicate with any insect on Earth and beyond.
Oh, so it's any insect. Okay.
Interesting. And you know what I'm looking for right now, Augustine, is I'm trying to pay attention to see if they explain how a tank could be shrunk down, but it's not as heavy as a tank.
I don't think they ever do.
You're over the target area.
I'll say New York.
Disengage now, Scott.
Squadron A, go! B, go!
This is cool. Ethan Hunt could never. Ethan Hunt could never.
Oh, Ethan Hunt? Who is that? Who's Ethan Hunt?
Warehouse?
Oops.
It's not!
Uh-oh.
It's not!
You son of a bitch! Anthony, get me to the roof!
He's gonna lose his life.
Nah, he'll be all right.
All right, I'm on the roof of the target building.
Somebody's home, Scott.
Yeah, Captain
I love that
America.
he's now Captain America. This is so cool.
I had a sensor trip, but I'm not seeing anything.
And when Scott said, "It's the Falcon,"
Aboard now.
It's okay. You can't see me.
I can see you. Hi, I'm Scott.
Did he just say hi? I'm
Oh my God. Oh man.
So who the hell are you? I'm Ant-Man.
Located the breach, bringing him in.
Sorry about this.
Great. Mackey's so good in this scene too.
Oh,
it's
so good.
awesome.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Unleash
Come on,
him
Mackie.
Jesus.
Come on, Cap. You know, guns ain't gonna kill this guy.
That's enough.
Oh, he knocked him out.
We found him.
Yeah, because he's got the goggles. If I were Ant-Man, I'd try to remove Falcon's goggles, and he can't see you.
It took a remove.
Yeah, he did. You're right.
Yeah.
I never noticed that.
He's inside my pack.
Sorry. Oh, seemed like a really great guy.
Them goggles ain't working no more.
But it's like, Scott, you only get one of these. You know that, like, by the next time...
Really important to me that Cap never finds out.
I forgot about that line.
Awesome.
You got it.
Marvel should make those little things. I'd buy one of those. I don't know what the hell it is. I'd buy one.
Well done.
I wish Paul Rudd was like my uncle or something, man.
Oh my
I'm
God.
so sad that he's not.
Hey, how about the fact that I fought an Avenger and didn't die?
Now, let's not dwell on the past. We gotta finish our planning.
Don't mind him. You did good.
I wonder if Mackey's going to have a cameo in Quantumania as Captain America. Like, oh, hello, Darren Cross.
Darren.
Hello, MODOK.
with your creepy motorcycle gloves.
All those years ago, you picked me. What did you say?
I saw myself.
Why did you push me away?
Because I saw too much.
Hank Pym kind of hates himself, and that is a true adaptation of the character from the comics. Like the comics, Hank Pym also hates, but he hates himself more because he hit Jan, and he created Ultron.
Darren, hi.
Hope, where are you right now?
I'm at home. Why?
I just saw Hank. I still get nothing but contempt from him.
What a baby.
Full sensors at all entrances and exterior air vents fitted with steel micro mesh. I'm so lucky to have you on my team.
Pico 3.
The water main. You can't add security to a water main.
Nice.
Somebody would have to reach the building's control center to change the water pressure. I mean, Hank and I will be beside Cross. How are we supposed to do that?
So we expand our team.
I got a homie. I got a homie who knows a homie.
No, not those 3 wombats.
It's not too often that you rob a place and they get welcome back. I mean, because we just robbed you.
Oh my God.
We broke into this spooky ass house, didn't we? I let you. Well, one could say that I let you let me.
Look, it's okay.
I'm in a sizzle.
We doomed.
Why is it that everything he says is so funny? The only man funnier than Paul Rudd in this is Luis.
Yeah.
Whoa, that's so cool, bro.
Daddy, don't get scared.
How'd you do that, bro?
Don't freak out. Look at your shoulder.
Ah!
Wait, I thought Daddy didn't get scared.
Oh my God.
I want to thank you for...
No, please don't.
It's because Michael Pena based that character like off a real cousin of his. So it's such a character, Luis, that's why every line he says is hilarious, dude.
Get some sleep, Scott.
She likes him. And he likes her too. How can you resist that bob haircut?
I'm good. I'm just excited. And plus, your girlfriend's really hot, so, that makes me nervous too. And you are very beautiful, ma'am.
And you are very beautiful, ma'am.
Luis, come on, man.
Why have they given Michael Pena a Disney Plus show? My God.
Dude, this guy is the most underrated, underserved character in all of the MCU.
And as an actor, Michael Pena, I still think is underrated and underserved.
Yeah,
so
I agree.
He was really funny in Dora the Explorer and the Lost City of
was
Gold.
the dad, didn't he?
That movie was so good.
Yeah, I heard that movie was really good.
Bro, Adam, you got to watch it, dude. It's
I
so
own
good.
it.
Yeah,
I still haven't watched it.
It's good. Good.
Utilities online.
Like David Dastmalchian has had like such an expansive career since he's been in some of these movies. I'm like, gotta give that same love to Michael Pena. I'm sure he'd be a really good dramatic actor too if you gave him something like that.
Yeah.
Pena was also whistling the Disney "It's a Small World," which is perfect for this movie.
So good.
Oh.
Utilities 1.3.
You know why? Because Cholos love Disneyland. Cholos love Disneyland. And it's a fact.
Can you imagine Louise at Disneyland just like, wow, wow,
oh my god, that would be amazing.
They should do that as like a
that would be so fun to have him go to Disneyland and go to DCA, and then he goes to Avengers Land, and he's like, oh wow, this reminds me of the time, and then have him recap everything.
Can you guys tell me why those ants are floating?
Why they're floating? Because they're all interlocked, aren't they?
Nope, because they have hydrophobic exoskeletons that don't go into water. It's afraid of water, so they don't.
You've just been sitting there on Google the whole time.
I love this,
bro. I just know these facts. This is
really Bill Nye. I'm impressed. Annulary batteries. Got it. Yeah, they're hydrophilic batteries.
This reminds me when we watched the Oppenheimer trailer and Hector was like, I don't know what we're going to add to this. And this guy started spitting off facts.
Like,
guys, I know so much shit about a lot of different things, but I'm no expert on anything.
He pulled a Luis on us. He's like, okay, so this is what's up.
So this is what's up, Dad.
I love this part.
You got it. Come on.
So great. And then there's ants with lights attached to their backs.
Yeah.
This is awesome.
Hector, if I remember correctly, when we watched this, like when we did our watch along years ago, you mentioned there was some like deleted scene somewhere in here that was kind of important or cool or.
Oh, I can't remember what it was.
Okay.
Do you remember what it was?
I don't remember. I just remember you talking or bringing something up.
Got a Crown Vic right outside of here.
Is this his problem?
Considering that Crown Vics are the most commonly used car for undercover cops, man. Yes, this is a problem.
That's a nice car. I'd love that, but it's kind of like, you get in one fender bender, it's going to cost you so much money.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I chingo su madre those things.
Boom! One punch.
See, that's what I'm talking about. That's what I call an unfortunate casualty in a very serious operation.
Oh, my Lord.
So here's a fun fact about those ants. There's a tribe. I don't know where this tribe is from. They put those ants inside of a glove. And as a test of your manhood, when you become a man, you put your hands inside of the glove filled with angry ants and they sting you for like 15 minutes. And it's apparently one of the most painful things that you can do. Yeah, I would never be a man.
I'd never be a man then. Sorry.
Yeah.
Run away from that tribe.
People will die.
Yep.
That's awfully dramatic.
That tribe would never see me again.
Are you kidding me?
And you're right, Adam. That actor is in Creed 2. He's going to be in Creed 3.
Yeah.
Well, how do I look?
Close.
Just in time.
He's so like, one second he seems like very nice and very cordial and respectful. Yeah. And then he says one thing and he puts his arm on him and you're like, this dude is going to kill this poor old man.
He's charming. Corey Stoll's a great actor. He could be good guy, bad guy. He's a great actor. I'm glad we're rewatching this too so that we can spend some, like, refresh ourselves with Darren Cross before we see him in Quantumania. It's gonna mean more.
Yeah. The movie's just called MODOK to me now.
He kind of reminds me of Billy Zane a little bit, not because he's bald, but because he's got that like charm, but it can also be slightly sadistic.
Billy Zane can be good guy or bad guy for sure. Yeah, totally. That's a
Titanic,
great comparison.
Holy man.
Arriving in second position.
It's a good theme. It's like one of the more memorable ones in the MCU, I feel like.
These shots, insane.
So
yeah.
These shots are so good. My favorite shots.
I remember years ago. I remember it's probably just because I would rewatch these movies, but also like listen to the score over and over again while reading comics or whatever. But I remember so many like Twitter posts would be like, none of the music in the Marvel movies is memorable, and like whenever I would read that, I'd be like, I can hum the Iron Man 3 theme, the Ant-Man theme, the Avengers theme, the Captain America 1 theme, the Iron Man 1 theme. Like I could just hum them all because I spent so much time with them.
No. Did you see that?
Oh my god. No! You dum-dum.
Let's fry these servers.
Whoa. This stuff in 3D is...
Yeah.
Get him, buddy!
I worked on a couple of these shots. Ant-Man was actually the last movie I worked on at Stereo D.
Oh, wow.
My last 3D conversion was Ant-Man.
Wow. I think I only did a few shots in this movie. And
I did a couple shots. Yeah, I did a couple shots where he's talking to Falcon, and then like a couple shots in that sequence.
My associates have agreed to your terms.
I spent way too much time on that movie.
Carson introduced me to these fine gentlemen.
Winter Soldier?
The representatives of Hydra. They're not what they were.
That was my main project.
You tried to hide your technology from me, and now it's going to blow up in your face.
So he mentioned Hydra. There's a guy in there who, right there on his neck tattoo, he has a 10 rings tattoo. So he's working for Wenwu. And also the year before was Winter Soldier and Hydra revealing their plan to take over S.H.I.E.L.D.
Yeah.
So like Hydra's back at this point.
Charges.
Oh, nice. That's cool.
That's crazy.
That's C4 is what that is.
Yep.
Oh, yeah, that's right. There's like a massive explosion at the end of this movie.
That's great.
Wow.
Great job, guys.
I remember from the special features of the commentary that they were trying to make the wings of these ants sound like helicopters.
Yeah,
to give you that weight.
Good job.
I know you're in there.
Make it go faster.
Dude, serious. Take it easy. No, I will not move. Go now.
Oh.
Wait, what? What do you mean, wait?
Oh my god.
Yep. What? Mission Impossible status.
Oh no.
Adam, you really forgot this entire movie.
Yeah, I totally forgot.
Awesome.
Oh.
Next week, we're going to watch Iron Man. Adam's never seen it.
Iron Man, I've seen a shitload of times.
What are you doing?
He wasn't any more capable of caring for you than he was for me.
This is not who you are. It's the particles altering your brain chemistry.
Okay, so that's what they're implying, yeah.
Look at them all glossy-eyed.
Wait.
Mm-hmm.
I have to be the one to do it.
Nice move. Here we go. All right, get out of here, Mitchell, you piece of shit.
Mitchell.
You know, I came to the house the other night to kill him, but you were there.
You're sick and I can help you. Just put the gun down.
I wasn't ready to kill you then.
There we go.
You picked the wrong side, Hope.
There you go.
This is awesome.
This is the kind of cool shit that I don't see Ant-Man do very much of nowadays.
Dad!
She called him Dad instead of Hank.
All right, you're gonna be just fine. Take the suit off or I'll blow your brains out and peel it off.
I mean, maybe that helmet's bulletproof? It's gotta be.
I mean, it's gotta be some kind of armor, right?
Oh, snap. There you go, Hope.
I really thought he died in that moment.
Oh, Adam.
Oh, Mitchell got the Yellowjacket formula, the particle. I wonder
Yeah, because he gets on the chopper on the roof, right? And then they shoot him down or whatever.
Get me to the roof.
Oh, that's right. He gets on the roof.
Kill anything that comes out of that vault.
Dad.
I've always wanted to be an actor that could yell a line like that. It's so fun.
Get him out of here.
Bonus points if you get to add something like you turn around and you dramatically say like, even if it's me, like you kill anything that walks out of this room.
So cool. This was, I think, in the test footage. That's awesome.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, this is great. This is what bums me out about 3D technology not being just readily available is you can't really experience how this feels when everything is in a three-dimensional space.
It's rad. I know. There you go, Luis.
That's what's up.
Did I save your life? Scotty. We the good guys?
Yeah.
We're the good guys, right?
Yeah, we're the good guys.
Feels kind of weird, you know? Oh, damn it! That guy. Hey, we're getting out of here.
Oh God,
that's nice. That's kind of an innocent guy versus the guys that were just shooting at Scott, who he knocked out. Fuck those guys.
I'm not gonna die, and neither are you. It's not a keychain.
It's a 5-ton
actual tank. Listen,
Also,
the way Darren Cross explained it was that he just found a way to separate, or I'm sorry, to reduce the amount of space between atoms, not to get rid of the weight that it is.
Right.
And then they shrink a whole like it just make it make sense. Make it make sense.
If Disney sold that as a little keychain, that little tank keychain, I'd get that.
Yeah.
That's a good keychain. Probably messed them up even more to be inside a tank that comes out of a like a 6-story building.
Those tanks don't have shocks, dude. They don't have shocks.
Yeah. I'm rooting for ants.
This guy's shooting at ants. Come on, man.
Oh, and then
Anthony just got
subtitle said, Anthony shrieking? Don't show me that. Disney Plus, that's so sad.
Can't believe they showed his wing ripped off. That's crazy. I forgot about that.
You're gonna regret that.
You're gonna regret that. Yep. No, so Mitchell's not in that helicopter, so that Hydra guy got the particle.
Yeah, I forgot how he gets out. Nice.
Are you crazy? With the windows!
Should not be shooting helicopter windows out, bro.
Bye.
We're blowing up your whole ship, bro.
That's awesome.
Oh.
There was some people that died there.
Did.
Yeah, there were some bodies they left in there. They died.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, those guys are done. Either that or they're in the quantum zone. That's a cool suit. I really like his suit.
It's extremely cool.
Yeah.
His superpower is putting on a suit in like 0.2 seconds.
That's true. And that's not like a super easy suit to get on.
Yeah, right.
It's got arms and boots.
Did they build a real suit for him, or is it all CG?
I'm pretty sure it's all CG. This is great.
I'm gonna disintegrate you!
Disintegration by the cure.
I really like that juxtaposition of like big action with these little tiny sounds.
Yeah.
Yes.
I think that's really great.
Yeah, they really did a good job. And whether it was with Edgar Wright already being on the project or still having to, they still had to do stuff in post. They did a really good job making all those considerations.
Right.
Agreed. I will give a shout out to the director, Peyton Reed. I think he did a great job with this and the second.
Oh my God, he came in like at the last minute to take over the project.
I know.
He did a really great job. I remember when Edgar Wright left, and then they had the Comic-Con panel, I think just a month or two after that. That was so good.
Scott?
I mean, he won that crowd over because he's like, when I was in high school, I was in a band.
Yeah.
And I drew us a Avengers 1 cover, like spoof, and I was the Ant-Man.
Yeah.
So he's dead, but then he gets like defibrillated back to life.
Your delusions are out of hand.
All units, we have a 236 in progress at 840 Winter Street.
Oh boy.
Cassie!
And I think that this movie was smart to actually have the resolution
fight on the train track?
not in that but not in the big building, not in a big cross tech pin tech bullshit.
Yeah.
It's really about Scott and his daughter, because it's about Hank and his daughter. Like, this is what the movie's about.
He's got Cassie.
Who's got Cassie?
That thing. I don't know.
There you go.
Looks painful. Put that helmet on like that.
Did you see his ear bend? That looked painful.
Yeah.
There you are.
Daddy, is that you?
Hi, Peanut.
Hi, Peanut.
Oh.
You pick on someone your own size.
This is so awesome.
Yeah.
This sequence is amazing.
It's really rad.
He's not
VFX
alone,
hold
baby.
up really, really well, too.
They do.
These
Totally.
VFX are super solid.
Yeah. I'm actually really surprised. I
Not just me.
would have not guessed, but it really does hold up well.
because Ant-Man doesn't have wings, like it's him running a lot, and it looks great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Him running with an army of ants makes me want to hit the
This
gym.
all
Let's
looks
go.
really good.
Feels like you're running at incredible speed. Harry.
It's awesome. Even the sounds and everything.
Yeah.
Great. Jesus, that was ruthless.
Oh, he splattered those ants.
Oh, Augustine's favorite moment.
It's so good. That juxtaposition is perfect.
So good.
Back it up.
Back it up.
Back it up slow.
Slow.
Back it up. Back it up.
Back it back.
Back it up.
We just back it up.
We just back it up.
Oh my God.
Right.
Back it up.
Yep. Back it up. Just backing it up. Back it up.
Back it up.
This guy's just burning.
Just to hold that
ants
shot
left
for
and
that
right.
long
Jesus.
is great.
It's doing front flips and shit. Great.
Yup, that sounds about right.
That's terrifying. You imagine the dog-sized ant.
That's a messed up looking dog.
I'm gonna have to shrink between the molecules to get in there.
Oh boy.
Come on, Scott.
I love you, Cassie.
Yes.
Damn it, he didn't even hesitate. He was like,
No,
whatever,
way,
I gotta
Brad.
do it. I gotta do it.
He was
That's
in
the
it.
power of
He
a
was
father.
in it to win it.
I love it.
Here we go.
Yeah.
They pretty much like set it right up right there.
Daddy, where are you?
You could go subatomic.
Yeah, this was insane seeing this for the first time.
Yeah, because this was also a year before Doctor Strange would further explore other dimensions and realities.
All concepts of time and space.
This sequence in theaters gave my girlfriend an existential crisis. Like, she still gets freaked out thinking about it.
So you can't even grasp
There's the wasp. There's the wasp. You see her? Did you see the wasp?
Oh
There
yeah, I
was a
remember
silhouette
that was in there. Yeah.
So she's already like quantum entangling with Scott at this point.
And love.
Amazing.
Gone forever.
Yeah, and it's freaking rad in 3D. Ooh.
It's insane. You know, being lost in deep space would be terrifying. This would
but this
make me
kind of
freak out
works
even more.
Yeah.
This would make me choke on myself. Oh, right. He's got the other one. The blue. Yeah.
Yep.
Adam, did you ever even see this movie?
Yeah, I did. It's just as we're experiencing it, I'm remembering a lot because I remember like the general story, but it's like some of these little details. I'm like, oh, that's right. That's how he gets out of there. That's so cool.
There she is again.
Go back.
So much.
I love you too, Scott.
There's a big hole.
Oh.
She's fine. She's fine.
And on a cop salary, and then whatever Judy Greer's character does. Is
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Scott, please.
And in San Francisco.
Yeah,
about
I know.
in this economy, hell no.
This economy.
You made it. But you went in. You got out. It's amazing.
So apparently Peyton Reed cast this one actor to like play Janet in an old photo, like with her hat down and you can't really see her face, because this actress, according to Peyton Reed, had eyes that reminded him of Michelle Pfeiffer, who was his number one wish dream casting to play Janet. And they got Michelle Pfeiffer for the sequel.
Hold on. Something's kind of happening.
Well, if that's the case, shoot me again.
You don't grab and kiss me like that. I'm a little surprised myself. I have to get somewhere. I'll see you later, Hank. Really hope.
Dude.
Yeah.
You're full of shit.
Him and Lucas, I saw they're related.
Thank you for everything you do for Cassie.
Oh, well, that's my pleasure. But no, this one I did for you.
Yeah, once he saw him like be a superhero.
All right, here's the deal. Just give me the facts.
Just the facts. Only the facts.
Breathe. Focus.
So good. No doubt, no doubt.
I'm at this art museum with my cousin Ignacio, right? And there was this like abstract expressionism exhibit. But you know me, I'm more like a neo-cubist kind of guy, right? But there was this one Rocco that was sublime, bro. Oh my God. Wow. I met this crazy fine writer chick.
So he
at the
likes
spot last night.
art
Like,
and
fine,
wine,
like, crazy
and he
super
was
fine.
not a violent
goes up to the
criminal.
bartender
He
and
stole
goes,
2
"Who's the girl
smoothie
I'm with?"
machines.
You know what I'm saying? She's crazy
Yep.
stupid fine, right? And the bartenders are all like, yeah, crazy stupid fine.
Great.
You know what? I can't tell you who my contact is because he works with the Avengers. Oh, no. Yeah, and this dude sounds like a badass, man. Like, he comes up to him and says, yo, I'm looking for this dude with new Well, we got everything nowadays. We got a guy who jumps. We got a guy who swings. We got a guy who crawls up the walls. You got to be more specific.
It's a nice setup.
Spider-Man.
What'd he say?
He said, yes.
I didn't know. I forgot that
McKay.
Paul Rudd had a screenwriting credit on this, and Adam McKay.
Yeah.
Wow.
I mean, Brian Fantana, Anchorman director, Adam
That's
McKay.
right.
Yeah.
This was such a good
what'd you guys
rewatch.
think?
I
There you
honestly
go.
like. I always liked this movie, and I always felt like it was underrated in the MCU, especially in phase. Well, it's technically the end of phase 2, but I feel like phase 2 is pretty heavy in a lot of ways, especially when it starts with Iron Man 3, and like essentially he's battling PTSD, and it just kind of continues to escalate and gets deeper and a bit more like. I don't want to say hopeless totally, but it's definitely the most
Or
like
the Dark World, the Winter
Yeah.
Soldier, Age of
Exactly.
Ultron. They're trying to be these big, heavy stories, right? And Guardians was a highlight, and this was also the other the palate cleanser is what
For
they're
sure.
called. Right after Age of Ultron, I could tell Augustine didn't like it because he's still on the weight versus density thing in his head. That's the main thing.
I like this movie is great. I mean, I think this movie really highlights the flexibility that Marvel can do in a time when all the Marvel movies really look the same. Because you were right, thinking about all those movies that came before it and came like a little bit after this movie, they weren't doing like, you know, these super deep dives into macro photography and how the VFX look differently. They all had kind of like this gray kind of like overwash to them, and this one really kind of stands out. And I also like this movie because it's solid all the way through the 3 acts. Like there's no point in this movie where it just kind of like loses me because it's good all the way through. I think it's just solid.
I think it's the best possible movie they could have made based off of the Ant-Man character from comics.
100%.
All you can do is make sure that it's in the right hands.
This was cool.
This was
Cool
awesome.
reveal, yeah.
And I think it clearly said that Marvel was always
advanced
planning to do
prototype.
Wasp.
Yeah.
Right.
Mother and I worked on together.
I like that Wasp costume. I don't like how it evolved. I like that whole like kind of more flowy
Working on it for you.
design.
We were working on it for you.
Maybe it's time we finished it.
Hell yeah, dude.
About damn time.
It's about damn time.
So then, like, in the timeline, Scott Lang is probably, if it helps you guys think about it in this way, because you were saying you're missing like all the cool ant stuff that he does, right?
Right.
Think about it like this. Scott is an active superhero as Ant-Man in the San Francisco area from like August of 2015 until May of 2016 for like less than a year, but for about a year. And it's after Captain America Civil War, then he gets arrested and placed under house arrest. But after that, it's Wasp the entire time until we catch up with them again 3 years later. Imagine, use your imagination, if you will. He was probably doing a bunch of cool ass ant shit for the entire time. Maybe experimenting a little bit with going big, a little bit, but that's the big reveal is kind of saved for Civil War. Anyway, Augustine, you were saying about the movie, the sort of like the acts 1, 2, and 3. It doesn't lose you. It's solid all the way through.
I think that the name Ant-Man doesn't do the character justice as to what he can be. Like when people think of ants, they don't think of anything extraordinary. They don't think of anything like too uncommon, right? Which kind of works against Ant-Man, but I think people need to rewatch this movie nowadays. I don't think enough people go back and do this rewatch like we did, because this is a pretty pivotal story in the MCU, because it introduces the quantum realm. It introduces basically the next big bad after Thanos, which is insane that it's inside of an Ant-Man movie. And I will tell you this: I have a friend who she has small children, 2 small kids, super into comic books, and she takes them to watch everything. But I do know that she did not know who Jonathan Majors was, because she didn't watch Loki. And when she saw Ant-Man, she saw half of this movie and was like, I'm out. I can't do Ant-Man. Like, this is not for me. I don't like this. I'm not going to watch 2 and 3.
This person?
And then
Augustine, tell me who they are. Tell me who this person is.
I want their address. I want their social security number.
I will out online.
I don't know. You tell me after. You tell me after this video. I'm going to show up at their house and I will have words.
Good luck. Good luck. No. So, and also she had the same issue with Loki. She's like, I don't like the character Loki. She saw like 4 or 5 episodes of Loki and she was like, I'm out. I can't do this. Like, none of this. So she never got to watch Ant-Man. She never got to watch Loki. And so she messaged me. She was like, who is this character? What am I missing out on? What do I have to do?
Everything.
And I told her, I told her the sequence of events, and she was like, oh my God, I'm going to have to watch all this. But I think at the end of the day, I think she'll be rewarded by watching all of it, even though there are characters who at first she might not have hung on to or listened to or cared very much about, because what the MCU is doing really well is making sure that things in the past are paying off better than you remember them. Just like almost all of not almost all of it, but Ultron, the whole Ultron arc really kind of it's better as you find out more of the things that transpired in the Ultron events. And so I think that's one thing that the MCU is doing really well, is that they are never going back and contradicting. There might be some small contradictions, but they're never going back and contradicting or minimizing the effects of anything in the past. They're either like hyping them, or they're like, yeah, this was important, and then they're basing things and moving forward with that information. So I think that's a really brilliant play in a franchise.
Yeah, I absolutely agree. What you described, Augustine, is one of my favorite things about Marvel and the Marvel Cinematic Universe. Is like, I cannot count how many times in my life, like, I'm very familiar with all of these characters. It's rare that they make a movie or do a story that I'm like not at least somewhat familiar with from comic books, because if it made enough of an impact in the comic book world, it's going to get attention, and it might even WandaVision. I'm like, I could see them pulling from like the Vision comic, Visions that they came out with. But anyway, I cannot count how many times this has happened in my life where like I'm stoked about an upcoming thing. People are like incredulous about it. They're like skeptical. They're like, really? I remember we were having a party here at my place, and one of our buddies was like, really? She-Hulk? She's a lawyer? What's that about? Like, people don't know what the thing is. You know, they're like,
by its
Thor.
cover, basically.
They're going from Iron Man to what Thor is what they're doing, like the Viking, like the Thor Norse thing. And you're just sitting there just like waiting. And you're like, just wait. And then each time one of these new characters comes out, so many people go, oh, that's my thing. That's now my favorite. Right? Like, oh, Thor's actually my favorite superhero was an actual thing that I remember somebody very close to me, like 10, 15 years ago, whenever the first Thor movie came out. I'm geeking out about Iron Man 2, Hulk. And they're like, those movies are fine. Thor comes out and they went, that's my thing. I remember people being skeptical about Captain America, such a corny name.
Yeah.
Ends up being one of the most beloved characters in the entirety of the Marvel Cinematic Universe.
Top 2,
right?
Probably.
So, top 2 for
With
right after Iron Man, as it should be. Guardians of the Galaxy is another great example. This unknown. And people were going, that's going to be, I mean, Augustine, what you said about Ant-Man, people were saying about Guardians are like Talking Raccoon and Tree. That's going to be Marvel's first flop.
Totally.
And it ended up being one of their most important pivotal successes and all of that stuff. But
we're going to weep uncontrollably in May when we see the third one.
Don't even get me when Rocket Raccoon dies or whatever.
Is that most of the movies they're introducing are like strong pivotal moments in the MCU, which is incredible. Like this was incredible.
Yeah. This is awesome. So this brings us up to, this is happening in May of 2016. Yeah, this was such a great post credits because it's not really. It's just a scene from the next movie.
A lot easier a week ago.
But still ties in.
What?
Tony, he won't believe.
You're like, what? What happened? What happened between? What are the Accords? What happened between him and Tony?
Huh?
Maybe not.
They have Bucky. What's going on?
I know a guy.
I know a guy. That's it. Ant-Man will return. I know a guy. That's so
good.
Great.
It's so good.
Oh man!
And the fact that it does come from, it comes directly from the movie is like, it was a really, I don't know, maybe that was kind of written in that sort of a way because they're like, maybe we could use this as a tag. Whether they did or didn't, it was like the perfect way to tease Ant-Man would be in Captain America Civil War. Because I'm sure probably at this point we knew the cast because it's, it's less than a year before the movie comes out.
Right.
But just to have that in there is so great. And I think the thing that I'm most impressed with the movie is how incredibly well it holds up. Like, I think when I saw it in 2016 originally, 2015 when I saw it, I liked it a lot. But now doing this rewatch 6 years later, 7 years later, I'm like, this movie is really great and it moves.
Yeah.
Like it starts and it picks up and it just kind of goes. And the 2 hours or however long it is, it flies by pretty damn quick. Like it's a well-paced film.
It really
keeps you engaged.
Like I said, it doesn't drag through the whole the whole 3 acts of this movie. Yeah. It just moves. Like it's very well done. There's movies that suffer from like a second act, like kind of slump. And this one was just like solid all the way through. And I don't know if that's a combination of like Paul Rudd adding his hilarity to it and the writers and all the acting being super solid. But yeah, the movie's just great. So now I really want to hype myself up and get ready for Ant-Man and the Wasp because I don't remember liking that movie nearly as much.
I am looking at my MCU ranking and I'm like moving Ant-Man up higher. the original 2015 Ant-Man, right? Like I'm moving that sucker up. It might be below Loki. It might be above Loki. Yeah, I'm like rethinking my entire MCU ranking right now just because I had such a blast rewatching that with you guys. So
in my phase 2 ranking, I actually have it third. I have Winter Soldier, Guardians, and then Ant-Man. So I already ranked it, I guess, pretty high. Okay. Overall in my MCU ranking, I have it 31st. That's going much higher. Much higher.
Let's move it.
Oh my God.
I'm shocked by that. Adam, really?
Just a quick, where do you think it would lie in the power rankings now? Like top 10? Would it break top 10? Maybe top 15?
It's in my top 15, I think. But Adam, what are you looking at right now?
I think it's going to seat somewhere in my top 20 because my 20th is WandaVision. And then I have like things like Guardians and Doctor Strange Multiverse of Madness. So it's pretty high. I mean, after a while, it is tough to do these rankings when there's over 30 projects.
When you have to compare like Moon Knight with like Spider-Man Far From Home and like things are just so different. You're like, I don't even know how
doing the phases is much easier. Like phase by phase is it's much easier. But man, especially now they're in phase 4 and phase 4 alone has like 10 projects.
Yeah.
Like that's the length of like half of the Infinity Saga, so it gets really, really tough.
This might be surprising too. She-Hulk is number 8 is in my top 8, just because I love She-Hulk so much. But like, she barely beats Captain America, Winter Soldier, and Thor Ragnarok. But those are so good. Those two are so good. This is so hard. I think I'm happily reshifting everything, and I'm putting Ant-Man at number 14, right below Loki.
Wow.
Right in front of Thor: Love and Thunder, and I might move Thor: Love and Thunder lower. But I'm kind of, it's a little fresher right now, and I don't know.
Okay.
I might put
these lists will never stop moving. So move it there.
Yeah.
If we ever, I guess eventually we'll get to a point where we'll have seen everything again. But if I ever in my lifetime were to sit down and watch every project in order, this whole entire ranking list, I think the top 10 may not alter too much, but I think everything past 10 or past 10 to 15, I think will alter drastically. So it's fun. I do have a good time making these lists, because for me, it's like, if you don't agree with it, I don't give a shit. This is my list. You can have a totally different order. I don't care. It's all subjective.
Do you guys have a physical list? I don't have a list. I don't.
We got Letterboxd, baby. Letterboxd.
Oh,
Letterboxd,
I don't have
baby.
Letterboxd.
And if it wasn't clear, it's not about what I think is like objectively like the better film. By all accounts, that's all I'm going off of. My favorites and in my heart. So I have Spider-Man No Way Home ranked number 2, and I do not think that's the second best product the Marvel Cinematic Universe has ever produced, but that shit has Andrew Garfield Spider-Man saving MJ and crying. I'm just like, you can't top that for me. That's my guy. That's it. Spider-Man. Oh, it's an orgy of Spider-Man. That's my favorite one.
100%. And that movie still hits really good. I can't wait to watch that movie 5 years down the line, or 8 years down the line, or whatever, because that movie blew me away when it came out. But these lists are never going to be 100% done. They're always
the greatest Marvel movie potentially has not been made yet.
Agreed.
Exactly.
Because they're not done. They're not done. The greatest DCEU movie, I think, has been made. I don't know if they're wrapping things up. I'm like, I don't know.
Bro. They're wrapping it up.
I don't know. We'll see.
Marvel is the ship that will never sleep, I guess. But I'm excited to watch Ant-Man and the Wasp again. I'm super excited that we're doing this, that we're refreshing ourselves for Ant-Man and the Wasp: Quantumania. I think that movie will be the most impactful in terms of what it does for the MCU on a big scale, because it's going to be introducing the major villain of the entire multiverse saga. So I can't wait to dive into that. It's going to be a lot of fun. We're only a month away from that.
It's going to be good. It's going to be good. We're slowly chipping away at the MCU here, guys.
Slowly but surely. There's a lot to cover, and we've got plenty more reactions on the way too.
This is controversial. Maybe it is, maybe it isn't. I think I'm going to rank Ant-Man ahead of the Daredevil show, the Netflix Daredevil show, 3 seasons. I think I like Ant-Man more than Daredevil. That's insane. Daredevil's so good. All right, sorry.
I don't have the Netflix shows in my ranking.
Put them in there.
Can you add them on Letterboxd?
I have written everything down in the description part of the Letterboxd.
I know you have, and I'm like, that defeats the whole purpose of me moving images around.
You'll get to that level. Yeah.
That's why I use Serialized for that. Anyway, guys, let us know your thoughts in the comments below. If this is your first time rewatching Ant-Man, or if it's the first time watching Ant-Man, hopefully, preferably the second time at the very least. Hopefully you've seen it before. Let us know your thoughts, your theories. Is there anything you think from this first movie that may sprinkle into Quantumania other than the obvious? Let us know some of your thoughts. What are you looking forward to seeing in the sequel? Come back. Ant-Man and the Wasp will be dropping on YouTube very, very soon. Stay tuned. It's going to be a lot of fun. Check out the other reactions. Subscribe. We'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.
Bye.